about you gives me hope. Something about you, yeah.
Hi guys, it's Brookelynne. Welcome to my channel. So today's video is going to be a review on this Superdrug Solait, or Solait, whatever way you pronounce it. It's their clear tannin mousse in the shade dark. Mine feels thick as anything, so I'm being careful with my clothes. Like if I get any of the tan in my clothes, or God forbid my hair, because I got it done today. But this just says self-tan foaming water. I thought it's a mousse, but it's foam water, okay? And it's in the shade dark. So do you have a medium one? I'm not entirely sure they have one that's a light colour, but they do have the medium, because I seen the medium one in Superdrug when I bought this. I think it was like last week. Well, it was last week, and I've been using it all week twice, and look how much I've used. That's one thing to say about it. They have a couple different shades in this, as far as I know. It does retail for around £6, so it's quite a cheap, affordable tan. The only place you can get it from is Superdrug in store or online, and you do get, let me see how many mils you get in this. 150, so it is smaller than standard amount for a tan, but for the Superdrug range it's pretty much standard, because with their tans they tend to carry them in smaller bottles. They always have done. This tanner range has been around for absolute years. I'm 31 now, and I remember it being around as a teenager, even like an early teen. I remember the earliest forms of the mousses used to have, and then before that just had the lotions and the graduals. But I remember the brown, like dark brown packaging used to have for like their mousses and lotions and everything. And I remember it being a little bit cheaper than what it is now, but still similar price range price wise. So it is like a brand that's been around for, I would say, 20, maybe even longer years, since tan was invented, I would say. So this brand does know its stuff. They do have different products listed. They have their tinted mousses, which is their classic mousses. They have Latte, medium, dark and ultra dark, and I don't know if they have light shade, they might do. And then they do have their express, I think they're medium and dark. I might have an ultra dark, but I think they do, I don't really know. And they have the lotions, like their classic lotions. They have their graduals, they have their tannin drops for the face and body, and I think tannin oils. They have a lot of stuff, and mitts too, of course. I didn't buy any of their mitts. I just used my own one by Be Perfect, I think, or Be Bold, I think it is. I got it for Christmas one year, and I've got a few of them. I'll show you now because I have them. Mine is stinking, so forgive me, it's like needs a good wash. But this one, I can't remember, I think it's a Be Bold one, or it's some random like foam mitt. But I would definitely recommend them tannin mitts over the velvet ones, because even if you get them from Primark or Le Soleil, if they have the velvet mitt, I would say get them over the foam ones. The cheap foam ones, which only last a couple of uses before they tear apart and you have to buy a new one anyway, like you're better off to spend an extra couple of pounds, because you can't get them from Primark, you can't get them from Superdrug. You can get cheaper ones and they're just as good as the dear ones. But if you do want to splash out, get a dear one. Well, not too dear, but like get one that's gonna last you for a good amount of time. And I find them velvet foam mitts last me. I've got one in my cupboard in the bathroom from like, well, it's actually in my skincare bag in here. I've got crap everywhere. Literally my crap is need sorted out. I'm going off topic here, right? The tannin mitts, I love the velvet foam mitts. I have a load of them, absolutely a load of them, and I've tried all sorts of ones, and I can tell you they all pretty much work similar. I do have some I like a little better, but I can tell you off the bat, they are better than them foam mitts. And I've had one, like in my skincare bag, like I was saying before I went off on a tangent. I've had that for like 5 years. Not even joking, 5 years. And it's just lasted me that long. Now, obviously it isn't as good as what it used to be, but it is still usable. So, there you go. I'd rather pay a little bit extra for a velvet mitt that's going to last me years than skimp on the velvets and go for the foam. Now, obviously, if you're in desperate need for a mitt, then get a foam. But I just think velvet's just, if you can get one, they're all the way velvet. So yes, when this pumps out, it's obviously clear. It doesn't really have a colour. It looks white when it's pumped out, but once you blend it onto your skin, it just kind of gives you just a clear kind of shine. Like, it does give you a bit of a shine, not like a low shine. It's just like a wet look, like you've applied the product, but you have to look closely to see that shine. It's like you've applied moisturiser, pretty much. And it is easy to blend in. I just use my mitt and pat it in once I've swiped it. Horton's here. I hope he doesn't look around again. I just use, like, pat the tan in after we've swiped it, just to get me a good coverage. Now, because this one doesn't have a guide color, and if you aren't that, like, I would say if you aren't that skilled in applying tan, be extra careful where you apply this, because if you miss a spot, it's obvious. It's not obvious at the time because it is clear, but it is obvious once that tan develops. So I would say go over a couple of times when you blend tan in, go over each area on your body just to really make sure and pat it in, and then that's going to make your tan look amazing. Now, one con to clear, especially if you do it right before bed, it can collect on your hands. Now, that's my own fault for not putting bio cream on after you've done your hands, before and after. So what I should have done is got bio cream, like just a regular moisturiser, rubbed it between my palms, and then made sure, yeah, that they're protected. But obviously, if you're doing your tan just before bed, you're going to touch certain body parts, or that sounds wrong, but you know what I mean. You're going to like you, when you're sleeping, you kind of do that, do that, do that, literally. It sounds so wrong, but you know what I mean. So obviously your palms can get stinking, and that's just sometimes part and parcel of doing fake tan, and I'd rather have slightly kind of tinged palms that I can scrub in the shower the next day than not have a tan, because I love a tan. Now, one thing, I've used this twice. I use it on Monday night before work. I let it sit and then rinse it off after workout on Tuesday. And then I used it last night. It's Friday the day, so, or today, I sound very Belfast the day. Today, and I did do my exfoliation last night, Thursday night, and I used this. Now, I do tend to plaster my tan on quite a bit, not overload, not like proper, like too much. I tend to just put a good bit on, so I cover all the areas, because that's what you want to do. You'd rather have a little bit too much on and have everything covered than too little and have like patches everywhere. Do you know what I mean? So one con, it's lucky this tan's cheap, is you can see where exactly you've used up in the tan. So I've used like a third, or like, yeah, definitely a third, or like a 4 flat bottle, between a third and I think a third, to be fair, of that bottle in 2 uses, so I can see. And I'm not like a big person. Well, I'm not anyway, but I'm not like overweight or anything. I'm just pretty much, I'm small, but I'm average sized, and I want to still stay like slim after having this child and not end up one of them people who've just had kids, and I'm not shaming, I'm just saying I want to snap back as soon as I can and be even better, like 4 years ago. Do you know what I mean? Off on a tangent again, Brookelynne, but hey ho. But for someone who's like fairly average size, yeah, I'm pregnant, but I don't really have like a huge bump. It's still like just a little bit of a bump. It looks like I've kind of ate all the pies a little bit, which I haven't really. But for someone who's like smaller, like on the smaller side of like height but average size, 2 uses going into a third of a bottle is a bit but then again, I do use a little bit much. So for me, if you do plaster your tan on but don't overdo it loads, this will last about 6 uses. But if you are like a bigger person and you do use as much as me or more, it'll probably last you less. And if you are like smaller or you don't use as much, then it'll last you more uses. But now for the price, that's not too bad. It's not too bad, but if you're buying a tan to have it last, it's not that good, because if you tan every week, that's 6 weeks. But then if you're tanning like twice a week, then you have to buy a tan every 3-4 weeks. So don't know. Just watch and see what he's doing here. But that's one con. Now the smell does have a fruity, clean type smell. Like it's quite, yeah, definitely fruity. Well, I'm kind of like my smell, like that smells kind of being corrupted there because my friend, she's farted there, which is lovely. It just smells like a nice, clean, sweet, fruity smell, which I love. It's nice. It's not overpowering or anything. Horton, his fart is. Horton, do you do a toot? A toot? Do you toot yourself? I don't think he said himself, but he tooted, farted. That's what we call toot. Is a fart? A toot? Mom, one up. Do you want up? Just want to look. Do you want toilet? I'll take you onto this video in 2 minutes, okay? 2 minutes. Sorry, talking to my son there. So yes, this tan is a nice smell. I love the way it smells. It's quite like fruity, fresh, sweet. But if you don't really like smells of your tan, then you're not gonna like it. Depends on how much you can tolerate. Whereas I can tolerate a lot of nice smells. As long as they're nice, I can tolerate really strong tan smells. But if they're horrible, no. But I haven't had a tan, well, maybe the early days when they used to smell like stinking. But I haven't had a tan in like the recent 10 years that I haven't been able to tolerate. Every tan I've tried in the space of 10 years, I've been like able to tolerate. So yeah. What else? I would say it's good. The tan does wear really well. It looks natural. It is more on the warmer side. It isn't like orange warm. It's just nice and warm. I have it on now. You can tell that's the colour. It is decently dark on me. Maybe it doesn't look like that because my ring light's on. If I brought it up like that, people would think that's not that dark. Bring it down like that. Yeah, it is quite dark. It isn't ultra dark. It doesn't claim to be anyway. You could do another layer to get it darker if you wanted to for an event, but I'm happy enough with the colour, like for just to clear mousse. But obviously if I was going out and using this, I would do another layer. It does wear nicely. It doesn't go patchy or anything, I don't find. It looks natural, looks nice. It isn't like one of them, like after a couple of day or so, it goes patchy. It doesn't go patchy on me. Now, if you don't exfoliate before you do your tan, you don't moisturise after you rinse your tan off, it will. All tans do to a certain extent. I've tried some horrendous tans that even no matter how much aftercare, it takes so much effort to keep them nice, but they just go patchy. I've had tans like that, or like they just go patchy kind of regardless, whereas a lot of them don't. But if you didn't do aftercare, pre-care, then no, they would just go patchy, because yeah, you need to exfoliate your skin, do your tan, maybe moisturize your dry out before you put your tan on. Leave your tan on for like overnight. This one isn't express, so you have to leave it on for at least 8 hours. Then once you rinse off the coating or the colour, for this thing it'll be the coating, moisturising, and then keep on moisturising after every shower, you should be fine. Like building this tan up on top of a tan, obviously done my exfoliation, but I still had some tan left over. And even when I did do it on Monday, because I had some tan from the weekend, but I had exfoliated off a good bit, but I still had some left on my skin. It did build quite well and didn't go patchy or anything. I have had a couple of compliments in my work from about this. People have said to me, what tan are you using? It's really, really nice. It's like dark. It's really dark, but it's natural. I just tell them this one. But it is. I love it. So I'm going to get into the demo right now. Actually, no. Right. When you do wear it overnight, it does have a little bit of a sticky residue to it, which doesn't really bother me. It isn't horrendous or anything. But some people might be bothered by that. But I'd rather have a little bit of like hydrating. It's more like a hydrating foam. So if it's a little bit like stickier but not too bad, it does tend to keep your skin a little bit more hydrated. But it's fine once you rinse it off. Or when you get in the morning, your skin's fine. Obviously moisturise. I find when I put it on my face too, it does tend to make my face feel a little bit dry. But that probably could be because it's winter too. But all tans do dry your skin. Now I'm going to go into the demo.
Oh, let me up with a bright smile on now. Put me in the dark, so won't get lost now. To the moonlight, eyes you, Maria right now. You look into my eyes and felt a feeling. Then nothing got it feel like a slim night. Hey, come on closer, now I'm waiting for you. But don't hurry, oh slowly, oh yeah. The moonlight's around us. You look into my eyes, together feel so high. To make a wave, your twilight, my only, my bestie. You come into my life, let me if you want tonight. Little more shining star to the sky, looking high.
So what I say is tan is for you. I would say if you are looking for a clear tannin mousse tannin water and you're on a budget, definitely yes. And if you live in a country like obviously the UK, it's stock Superdrug and stockless tan, or have Superdrug and stockless tan, definitely it's for you because you can get it. And if you are looking for a clear tan that has different colour options, like you find a lot of the clear ones don't go dark enough for you, they're quite medium, and you want one's going to go dark, hello, yes, this one's for you. And if you're looking for cute packaging, forgot to mention the packaging, I love it, it's quite girly. I love like the bright light, not bright pink, the light pink and the clear kind of packaging, the the pink and the green, the black writing. It's just beautiful. If you're looking for cute packaging, yes. If you're looking for natural looking dark tan, yes, definitely this will give you a natural looking dark tan. Like, look at me, I am naturally dark looking and I love it. And if you are just looking for a tan that you can wear and put your clothes over top of it after you've left it dry for a bit, yes, this one doesn't take that long to dry. Like, you can put your clothes on after about 20 minutes, I would say. So if you are looking for a wee, like, not a fast tan, but like a tan that you don't have to really fuss with too much, then yeah. It's not gonna be for you if you're looking for a tinted tan. This isn't tinted. and I don't think it's going to be for you if you are new to tan. I would say just get a tinted like guide color tanning mousse. Try their regular tan mousse or even their express one, and that'll be for you better. And it's not going to be for you if you're looking for a really light clear tan. Get their medium, or if they have a light shade, get that. Depends on how light dark you want your tan. It's not going to be for you if you don't live near a Superdrug or you don't live in a country where the stock is tan. And no, try and get one similar, a similar price range in your country, because I'm sure they have a lot of them. It's not going to be for you if you're looking for a really olive tan. It's not going to give you an olive tan. I would say maybe try the sun-kissed one. That's the cheap one, but it has more olive to it. I haven't tried their sun-kissed sun-kissed clear tanning mousse, but I've heard it's quite olivey, so maybe try that. But I will, because I'm trying more clear tanning mousses before this child arrives, because I think that'll be easier when I have a new baby. It's not gonna be for you if you are looking for a really like unscented tan. No, this does have a scent, and if you are really bothered or you have sensitive skin, I have sensitive skin, but I find it doesn't really bother my skin. But if you have like highly sensitive skin where like you can't tolerate any sort of fragrance or anything in your tan, go for one that's hypoallergenic. Go for one of them and a non-scented tan, and you should be able to get what you want. So yeah, I think I've covered it all. Oh, one more thing. It's not going to be for you if you don't like to run out and buy tans all the time, even if you are regularly self-tanning, fake tanning. This one will run out quickly because it is a smaller bottle. Unless you stock up a couple of times, like buy a couple of bottles when you're in Superdrug, and then it'll do you longer. But if you want one bottle, it's going to last you a couple of months or a few months. This won't be it. So yeah, that's it. I promise I'm not going to ramble on any longer. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay gorgeous. God bless. Bye.
All the people, you're the one and only